there's these coasters that interact with that one, and then there's a top spin here. There's a cover on the splash boat. What have I walked into? Welcome to My Life on Coasters, where today I'm still in the Netherlands and I'm on a beach. So this beach is actually really near to a little sort of theme park and a holiday park called Duinrell. It's a bit windy on this beach, so I'm sorry for any poor audio. There's some sand dunes here though, so I think I'll take a bit of a walk up there, see what I can see from there. Then we'll decide what I'm doing, whether I'm going to go to Duinrell, the little sort of theme park. It's only got like 2 roller coasters there, or if I'm going to go over to that seaside town, which I'm definitely not going to try and pronounce because that will go wrong. Yeah, sand's actually really hard to walk on. I'm struggling to get up this hill. You can see, I think that's Den Haag or The Hague, all the way down there, just on the other side of the pier. Here we are at Duinrell, sort of holiday park and amusement park then. I figured out I should have enough time to do this, go in, do all the rides, then go along to that little seaside town. But I do need to buy a ticket, so let's see how much it is. So you have to buy tickets online. There is a QR code you can scan. And when I went to book it, it wouldn't accept my UK postcode, so I just had to go on Google, find Duinrell's postcode, pop that in. Yeah, and that worked fine. So booked it online, €25 for the Attractie Park. So that's the theme park. It's about an hour and a bit until the park closes. There's 3 coasters here. I reckon that'll be fine. Falcon is the main one. It's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Wild Wings, I want to try that. I want to try and get around loads. Attractions this way. Wow, they've got like a mascot. It does look a little bit like Freddo the Frog from the Freddo bars back in the UK, but yeah, it's quite cool. We've got this monorail that goes around. This is like, I can't remember what it's called. The water one at Oakwood. Wow, I can't believe they've got one of them here. That is insane. The aqua shoot. I really thought this was going to be like a little amusement park, but it's extremely well themed. I did not expect this much from it. There's the monorail. Wow, right, I'm going to get straight over to Falcon, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter, and I think most of the thrill rides are in the same area. Yeah, just look at that slide. That is certainly a slide that is just like there. Kids can go on that. I don't know if it picks up on camera. It looks really, really steep. Bit of a playground for bigger kids here. I've never seen a water park that looks so big. I've not really been to many like indoor water parks. I've not been to any, to be honest, but still, that looks crazy. It's like when I go mad on Planet Coaster 2 building water slides, that is. I can see my first roller coaster. I didn't think they had a coaster as big as this other than Falcon, and I know that's not Falcon actually, because of the track type. Yeah, I think they've got 3 coasters from looking on the park map at the entrance. That was pretty much what made me decide to come in. We literally were driving past, so I thought, oh, we'll pull in quickly. I'll have a look, see what I can see. And I looked at the park map and it was massive, there was loads going on. And I thought, yeah, we'll go in, why not? Yeah, I might do that actually. That looks quite fun. I've never done a Gerstlauer Skyfly. So there's this thing that's got like wooden supports, and it looks like Tidal Wave, and the size of the splash was just insane. I think it might actually be called Splash. Quite a short train on that coaster there, isn't it? What is it I've just stumbled upon? There's these coasters that, this one, I don't even know who it's made by, but it interacts with that one. And then there's a top spin here. There's a cover on the splash boat. What have I walked into? Now I'm starting to feel a bit gutted I've only got an hour and a bit here. I thought I was going to just come in quickly, do the coaster and get out again, but no, wow. That is a cool looking top spin there. And this is Falcon, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter. This will be the ride that I'll start on. Then it looks like I've got Dragonfly to do. There's so much for me to try and pack in. Right, let's start with Falcon. Falcon then, let's head on to this Gerstlauer Eurofighter, which looks to be a very similar layout to Rage at Adventure Island back in the UK. Entree this way, hopefully it's not got a queue, which it doesn't look like it has. I'm really excited for this actually. Oh, wow, that was very good. So I think it's actually the exact same layout as Rage at Adventure Island. I'm not sure which one came first. I think it might be this one because it does seem quite old. But yeah, it was actually quite smooth. I really enjoyed that. Really nice that it's all in the trees. It's very different to Rage at Adventure Island because that's on like just built on concrete in more of a city seafront amusement park. This is like all in the trees. Really enjoyed it. Not too rough at all, considering, yeah, Gerstlauers can get a bit of a reputation for being rough. And look at all the supports, there's a nice wooden effect. Right, I'm going to go straight on to Dragonfly now, which is this thing. I have no idea who makes this. I'm gonna go with Vekoma. Yeah, it looks like a pretty fun family coaster. The other thing, I've completely walked on Falcon over there. I'm hoping, there's a bit of a queue, but shouldn't take too long for Dragonfly. Straight into the station. I'll just start waiting here then. That was Dragonfly then. It was a bit of a unique ride. I don't think I've ridden anything quite like that. It reminded me a bit of a Mack Youngstar coaster, like Pegasus at Europa Park. Yeah, very smooth, quite whippy. Yeah, just really fun all through the trees again. A great family coaster that was. Yeah, Dragonfly, and I didn't really have to wait too long at all for that one. Yeah, so this is Splash. You can see there's an enclosed boat, an open boat, which is pretty cool because you can go on it and not get soaked. But I think I'm going to, I'll hold off on that. I'm going to go and do the third and final coaster here at Duinrell, which I don't think will be a very smooth ride. It looks like a Zero Tivoli. Oh no. Yeah, these are normally quite uncomfortable. They have also got really, really long trains, but the front of a train is a frog, so that's good. You can get an idea of the Splash there. That is quite the water ride. Splash. Kicker Actbahn, which is the little Zero Tivoli here. Gonna go and join the queue now. I'm not gonna get on this train, so I'm not in a rush for a second. This roller coaster station is in a greenhouse. That's pretty unique, you know. Probably just go anywhere here. I don't want to go right at the back because it can be a bit uncomfortable on these things. They've got one of the Huss Frisbees. I did one of these the other day at Wallaby, Holland. I think it's not working at the moment because there's just been some engineers having a look at it, but it's testing now. I'm going to go over and do the top spin. I did the Zero Tivoli actually. Yeah, it was quite fun. It was good to get the coaster credit. I've done loads of that same ride layout and they can be a bit uncomfortable, but yeah, they're good fun. I do enjoy them. And they do work best in like the middle of the woods. And I got a bit of interaction with the Dragonfly, the other roller coaster. They've just loaded the top spin up there. I think it's actually called water spin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the splash boat and then I'll come back to this. So I've just ridden the enclosed boat on Duinrell Splash there, which is parked up there. As you can see, the sides come down. It was a bit weird. It was like being on a tube train as we were going round. Like rattling around indoors with windows. Then we went down here. I got a little bit wet through all like the windows, but yeah, you don't get too wet really. It was still quite fun. It was just very rough. On a hot day, I'd try out the open boat, but not today. I'd have got soaked. And then literally, as soon as I walked off that, I timed it so well, I got straight on the top spin. Now, it didn't have the best cycle, to be honest. It didn't do that much. We had like a couple of fully upside down flips and there was a little bit of free swinging, but yeah, nothing too intense. The newer Huss top spins are still definitely my favourite, but yeah, it was cool to try an old one. I've never done one of those before, so I was glad to do it. That's called, is it water spin, I think? So what I'm going to do now is I've got about 20 minutes until the park's going to close. I think I'll go and do Falcon one more time because that was a very fun roller coaster. It's pretty big. I'll queue up. I'll go and do this quickly if there's even a queue. There wasn't earlier. And then I'll probably go and do the planes ride, you know what I mean? The Gerstlauer Skyfly. I'll show you that after I've done another ride on Falcon. Yeah, I figured out it is the exact same layout as Rage Adventure Island. You go down this drop into this loop. You've got like an overbank. You come round and twist into this roll, and then there's a helix at the end. Very smooth, very enjoyable ride that. Second ride done on Falcon there. I actually got called forward as a single rider on there, so that was pretty good. I didn't have to wait at all. There was a little bit of a queue that built up, but yeah, they move the trains really quick. Although, one weird thing here, they don't check all restraints, they just check the one nearest the outside and just sort of get you to give it a little push. But you know what? I think that system works. That's the same with most of the rides here. But yeah, I think that system actually does work because they can see if it's down or not. It's just one of those little things that's different. In the UK, everything would have to be physically checked. Yeah, it's alright, they can see it's down. So that's pretty funny. I'm going to go over and do the Gerstlauer Skyfly, I think, now. I think I've got time. The park shuts in like 5-10 minutes. So yeah, the queue line should still be open for that. And I think that'll be everything here at Duinrell. This is what I'm heading for then. Never done a Gerstlauer Skyfly, so I'm really excited for this. You control how much you want it to spin, and I've always thought that I would be able to get it spinning really well. I don't know why. There's some part of me that thinks I'll be able to do it, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Wild Wings then. It's got a bit of a queue, this one, so this will be my last ride of the day, I think. Unless they get off really quickly, I'll run straight over to Falcon for another ride on there. G-force, that is what we like to hear. Well, oh, I've already forgotten the name of that, but that was very good. Oh, Wild Wings, thankfully. There's a sign there. Yeah, that was really good. My suspicion about me being able to do it really well? Yeah, actually, I can. If I do say so myself, I started off there and I got 16 flips. Pretty much straight away. Very, very dizzy. I don't feel too not dizzy now, if that's even a word. It's not dizzy, it's not a word, is it? Anyway, yeah, the park's shut now. There was a bit of a technical issue before I got on, but I waited like 5 minutes and they managed to fix it. So that is me heading out of Duinrell now. I've been here an hour and 15 minutes. And you know what? I've managed to do most of the stuff, which I'm pretty happy with. Can I go this way? I think so. It says outgang exit, so yeah, we'll go this way. Hopefully it's right. But yeah, I'd say a very good hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minute visit. I managed to do absolutely everything I wanted to, pretty much. Other than that, I'd have liked to have done the water shoot thing at the front, which is like the one they used to have at Oakwood, but obviously Oakwood's closed now, so they're really rare. But other than that, I got 2 rides on Falcon, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter. I got the other 2 coasters in. I did the top spin, I did the log flume boat, and I did that Gerstlauer Skyfly. So I think I did really well for my visit here to Duinrell. Really glad I came here now. But that isn't going to be the end of the video, because we're going along to that seaside resort town that I showed you from that beach at the start of the video, which was only about 2 hours ago, but it feels like a really long time ago now. So I made it down to a place called Scheveningen, I think, something like that. I'm not very good at the pronunciations, as I said earlier. But yeah, it's got a pier with a big wheel, and there's like a bungee jumping thing there as well, so I will have a look on the pier, may even do the big wheel. There's loads of like food places and stuff, so I might get a bit of food as well. This is literally the sort of beach area for The Hague, or Den Haag as it's called on all the signs and stuff. But yeah, you've got like Greek gyros, there's like seafood, there's all sorts along here. Yeah, just seen there's a bungee jump and a zip wire. I think the zip wire is €45. Here you can see there's a sort of landing pad for that, and the bungee jump is €120. So it's closed anyway, but I wouldn't do it at that. Maybe the zip line at €45. It's not too bad. But I'm quite interested in the big wheel. It's on its own little bit of the pier. Loads of food places though. They're really packed in down here. Yeah, we're in the underside of the pier now. It was a bit cold up there, so we'll walk under here to the end. We can like have a look around at the big wheel and stuff. Probably do the big wheel. Yeah, it's nice and warm in here, but you still get the view. Yeah, you can see the big wheel. Like I said, it's on its own little thing there. What is it? It's its own little pier, I guess, isn't it? As you can see. It looks quite tall. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a VIP pod up there. And then over here, there's this bungee thing. I'm not gonna lie, this water, it does not look very appealing. It's very dark and it's a bit choppy. Oh, it's really windy actually. I'm surprised this thing's even open, and it's some very dark clouds. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I fancy it now. The Skyview wheel. I'll have a look at ticket prices. €11 a ticket there, so I think that's fairly reasonable. Like, it's a big wheel, it's just outside of Den Haag, which is like, I think it's the capital city. So yeah, I don't think that's too bad at all there. Most seaside wheels you'll pay like £7 or £8, and €11 is like £9 something, so yeah, that's not too bad. Gonna head back onto the land there. I might come back and do the wheel, I'm not too sure at the minute. Yeah, there's some nice places though. It's a lot of like street food. There are toilets dotted along here as well. Like most of the Netherlands, they are paid. It's €1, you can pay on card, so nice and easy. Not a big fan of that though, charging for toilets in most places. It's like even public toilet service stations, it's all €1. Sometimes even like €1.50. Yeah, I think I could give the big wheel a miss now. There's not like that much. I was thinking half your view's going to be sea there. I want to have a look around more of these places. I just had a look in those shops. It's like, it's the normal stuff you get back in the UK by the sea, except it's all in euros. Like, it's very similar to a lot of UK seaside places like Blackpool, like Clacton, Brighton, anywhere like that. It feels quite similar. Just went into a McDonald's quickly there. Got some food. Took a really long time to be honest, and it wasn't even busy. So yeah, just be aware of that. And it's quite expensive as well. It was like €35 for 3 meals in there. Loads of bars and stuff though. Burgers, steaks. €80 for a steak. Oh, and then they do surf and turf for 35. Not too sure what the price is. It's probably like a really nice steak then. But there's loads of fiery things, which is quite cool. This is a really cool building that I can see from the pier. I've just actually had a look. They've got a sea life at Legoland Discovery Centre. So I'm going to have a walk down there, and then it won't be much longer before we drive back. Seeing as how late it is, I don't think this is going to be open. And if I'd have known about it earlier, I would have made sure I come down here. Well, it looks like the shop could be open, maybe. Got some music playing. Yeah, Legoland Discovery Centre, Netherlands. Yeah, shop's gonna be shut, innit? We'll try the door, shall we? Yeah, locked, unsurprisingly. We're gonna have a look through the window though. If you didn't know, I'm a big old fan of Lego. Oh, that shop looks well good as well. I'm not sure what the prices are like in the Netherlands compared to back home. Do they have any like exclusive sets or anything? They do have the Legoland exclusives in there. Looks like a good shop, to be honest. What have we got over here? Oh, it's just the offices. In there, yeah, it's definitely shut. There's no one about. There's a giraffe as well. They've got these at all the Legoland Discovery Centres. That's quite cool. Little arcade. Sir Winston Fun and Games. Oh, they've got loads of locations. Den Haag, Amsterdam. Well, what's this? Is it like a vending machine? Let's have a look. Legoland Discovery Centre, Scheveningen Boulevard. I've probably not pronounced that right. What is that? What is it? It's a bin, I think. And this is the Sea Life. It's weird because I've never seen Merlin attractions outside the UK before. Yeah, but even this, it doesn't look as run down as they do in the UK. Sea Life. Again, closed. Oh. Open until 31st of August. After that, it'll be under renovation. So that means it's also been shut a couple of days then. That was only Sunday. I'll go down here a little bit more. Don't know what this bridge is. It looks like it's been set up for something, and it says race, but I don't know what it's a race of. Is it bikes? Oh, got some animals and stuff. Well, it'll be fish, won't it? It is Sea Life. Not going to walk any further down there though. There's a stage down there. There's all these things. They've got like inflatables for kids. There's like heaters, fires. It's really quite cool. I'm going to start heading back this way. Actually, I might see if I can walk up the stairs and just walk off the boulevard a bit back to our car park. Yeah, see how much that's cost us. Probably going to be like €10, something like that. Yeah, there weren't much up there. Yeah, that was basically just some apartments. I don't really feel like walking along there, so I'm going to go back to the boulevard quickly. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Going back to the car now. I'm going to drive back to our accommodation, back onto the theme parks tomorrow. But today, I know I went to Duinrell, but that wasn't even the original plan. We just come to have a look at some non-theme park stuff. Have a look along like the beach and stuff. While the weather was good earlier, less good now. I think it's going to rain in a minute. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it, having a look around some of the beaches and stuff in the Netherlands. It's nice to see like there's just these beaches and stuff that aren't in the UK as much as most of the stuff is very similar. Like we've got Sea Life, a Legoland Discovery Centre, a pier with a big wheel. It's the same stuff we get back in the UK, but it's just interesting. Also Duinrell, that was a really good little park, really enjoyed that. Would go back to Duinrell. Obviously I've done most of the stuff now, but if I'm in the area again, there's a park in Den Haag called Duinrell, I think it is. I'm definitely going to come back there at some point, probably next year, because that really interests me. And overall it's been a really good day. Tomorrow going to be at the Efteling for a full day. There'll be a video from that, probably not a long vlog, but yeah, I'll see what sort of video I do from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.